Ladies and gentlemen, today I'm going to be running the Belfast City Half Marathon. Let's see how it goes. A solid 10 out of 10. Also, would not recommend having a black coffee before going on a long run because, yeah, I think you're already shit. Wee bit of a fit check. It's mad. I'm be running in about an hour's time from now. There's a high chance I might actually show up late, so we need to get moving. Come on. Wee bit of fix of hair, backwards cap. I'll be looking, but looking like a sad. I'll be honest, I'm not really I'm looking forward to it, yes, but I'm going by myself, so it should be a bit. What's the word? I don't know. Right, lads, what I was saying. Hold on. Fit check, you are looking at Belfast City Half Marathon from half. Come on. Right, headphones absolutely necessary for going for a long run. To be honest, I'm thinking of a Nickelback kind of day. So yeah, if you know who Nickelback is, top singer. Ladies and gentlemen, it's match day. Oh, it's just cold. I'm gonna end up being late, so the plan of action is to get down here, find a good car parking space, because you know yourself, if you don't get a good car parking space, then what are you doing? Didn't expect it to be as cold, to be honest. This is only if I should bring a jacket. Should I bring a jacket? Fuck, probably shooting now. There's a high chance of me being late here. See if I'm late, seatbelt on, safety first, hold on. See if I'm late to this. This is gonna be pretty embarrassing, so I may get a move on. Let's get it. Still 20 minutes out from the race and I'm looking for a car parking space, but do you know what's so cool, right? There's a wee poster that looks pretty cool, it says I'm constantly telling myself that I can. Yeah, pretty cool. It is showtime. I don't know how much of this I'm gonna be able to record, to be honest with you, because yeah, I'm not gonna bring my camera with me, so I'm only gonna use my iPhone. So I'll try to record as much as possible, but I'll give you the aftermath, how it went, X, Y, and Z, and I'll get back to you. It's the first time I've recorded on my iPhone, as if I'm doing a YouTube video, so I don't know what way this is gonna go. I don't know if you can even hear me, but we're walking over now. The race starts in 10 minutes, so I'll give you an update during the race once it kicks off. 10 kilometers in. I'm feeling alright. I wouldn't say I'm feeling the best, to be honest, but getting there halfway. Here. But maybe you've been running this morning, which is pretty cool. Do you know what's an extremely underrated skill? See that voice inside your head? Tell him to shut the fuck up. See the amount of times up here was telling me to stop, Jack, you can't run that half marathon, you can't do this, you can't do that, your ankle's sore, you have not ran it all this week. See, just telling him to shut up and doing it regardless of how you feel. Underrated. So if there's something you want to take away from this, see this voice in your head, tell him to shut up and go after it. Ladies and gentlemen, we have officially done it. Do you know what? I'll be completely honest with you, that was the worst half marathon I've ran in my life. No, it sounds extreme. My ankle was so sore, I needed to go to the toilet. I caffeinated and did not hydrate myself before. The pre-food the day before was awful. Yeah, so many excuses. This guy in my head was like, no, Jack, we're not doing it today. But I told him to shut up and I got it done. If you could do me a massive favour and subscribe. The plan of action now is to go see my mummy, get a gym session in and watch Arsenal versus City. Baby, we did it! Yeah! Woo! Remember, just in case you didn't know, I woke up not being able to walk just over a year ago. I actually went to this exact race to support my sister who done it, and I was in crutches and couldn't walk properly. And a year and a bit later, to be able to actually compete and be able to actually do this race, I'm buzzing and I'm proud of myself. So, you know what? Anything is possible. Anything! Hurry up before your taxi leaves! You can beat the wife, you can beat the kids, but you can't beat singing in the car by yourself on full blast. Am I right or am I wrong? I'm only joking about beating the wife and kids, by the way. I promise. Can you honestly beat singing in the car, full blast by yourself? You just can't, Going into Tesco to grab my lunch. What do you think I'm gonna get? It's gonna be a healthy meal, but what do you think I'm going in here to get? Put it in the comments. Ladies and gentlemen, Sparkus, 36 calories for 180 grams is phenomenal, by the way, right? And 4 turkey burgers, at least 100 grams of protein, just like that, for 450 calories, not even. Unbelievable. So we'll get down and get that eaten, and then we might get a takeaway. Stay tuned. I know it doesn't look the most aesthetically pleasing meal, but trust me, this is at least a good 10 out of 10. I know it doesn't look aesthetically pleasing of meals. I tell you what, that is unbelievable. Down the hatch. 1-0 City, and of course, who else would it be? Erling Haaland. What a finish. Look who joined me to watch the game. Hey, I'd pickle, he's a robot, he just is, 86th minute, still 1-0. I can see it ending 1-0. Especially in City have about 10 men behind the balls. I don't know what's going to be in this vlog, to be honest, but I'll try and make it into something and we will see what happens. Ladies and gentlemen, it's 6 days after the half marathon and done a 10k since then. Now we're doing a 30k before we get into the real marathon. How am I feeling after the half marathon? To be honest, the first day or two after that, I was in the bin after the half marathon. The first day or two, I was bollocks. So we reset, we focus, and we'll go again. The plan of action now is to get 3 sachets of oats, 2 bagels with jam, and to get ready for this 30k run. Let's see how it goes. Like, I've never done that before with oats in my life. Will you set? Will you focus? I'm okay. Alright, tell me that it's not a pre-run meal. Like, beautiful, mate. Absolutely beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, what's the word? Beautiful. Plan of action now is to go run 30 kilometers. I'll give you an update whenever I get home. Could I be bothered? No. Am I gonna get it done? Yes. Let's get it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime. Absolutely completed, as you can see. Ladies and gentlemen, 31 kilometers. Don't you can see that? 31 kilometers. Absolutely smashed. That half marathon I done was harder than that. The reason being, I didn't carb load. I also done leg day the day before. I was just taking that half marathon as just a run. I wasn't really looking at it as if, oh, it's going to be hard because of the amount of half marathons I've done in the past. Yeah, do not look at any run like that ever. Carb load, do not do leg day the day before. And yeah, I'm going to answer some common questions you might have if you're ever thinking about doing a half marathon. How long does it take to train for a half marathon? This all just depends on the person. Like, if you're a complete beginner, it's obviously going to take you longer than someone who's been training for a period of time. With that being said, usually anywhere between 12 and 16 weeks. Do I need to run the full 13.1 miles in training before race day? I would argue no, you don't. The reason being is that there's quite a lot of people there to motivate you to push on to get across that finish line. Your adrenaline just goes. So if you can get close to the 13.1 mile during training, I think if you can get close to that, then you will 100% be able to achieve that goal of the half marathon. How fit do I need to be to start training? See, this is such a common question that annoys me because the quickest way to get fitter is by training. So you don't need to be fit to train, but you need to train in order to get fit. So yeah, that's the answer to that question. Can I walk part of the race and still finish? 100%. What type of running shoes should I wear? Now, this is something I had a problem with. I was wearing burnt out shoes and I swapped them for a brand new set of trainers. The difference was absolutely crazy. So ideally, a good pair of running shoes that does cost a bit more money, but will benefit you massively when it comes to running. What brands? I went with Asics, but there's loads of good ones out there. Nike will do some. There'll be a few good brands out there, but just if you can, if possible, try them on in the shop before buying. What's a realistic finish time for a beginner? I think a realistic finish time for a beginner would be anywhere between 2 and 3 hours, probably 2.5. What should I eat before and during the race? So before the race, if you're on about the actual day, some light carbs, ideally for me, 3 hours before, oats and maybe jam and bagels. That would be my go-to. Belfast City Half Marathon completed, mate. And if you would like to see me run the full marathon on the 4th of October, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, give this video a like, and yeah, let's go. Thank you, bye.